everybody, Steve Cook in Nashville, Tennessee, and today I am here to talk about the highly contested debate. Pick or no pick? That is the question. So back in the day, we started playing bass with a pick because the guitar player was relegated to bass, and like the guy who wasn't very good in the band, you go play bass, and then he ended up being Paul McCartney. Go figure. And you know, there's a lot of debate about pick or no pick because bass players, traditionalists, say, well, it's not a cool way to go. So one of the things we have to think about is what's right for you. And before you go any further in this video, whatever is right for you is right for you. You be you, and don't let somebody tell you what you can and can't do. And that should be the takeaway from this whole video. But a pick has a special place in music as well as no pick. So let's talk about no pick first, and then I'll go to pick, and then we'll go back and forth just like the debate. So your right hand technique, you got your fingertips, you've got your thumb, you've got that, you've got your banjo. You've got all these great things you can do with your right hand. But do you have the aggression that a pick has? And that is part of the debate. I've got a whole stack of picks over here of different textures, different things that you can do. This is just your standard sort of guitar player pick. You get that nice aggression. You can still get aggression with your, you know, and you can fake it with your fingertip. Grow your nail long, you know, do that. But you can also get into some cool things with, say, a rubber pick like this. You know, Nathan's pick, I don't know if Nathan uses this or not, but you know, it's kind of thin and it doesn't really work for me because it bends a little bit too much. But if you have a big pick like this and you hold it with 3 fingers instead of just 2, then maybe you can get some control. So there's possibility there. There's also, you know, big, crazy, thick picks. And again, it's whatever is comfortable for you, and that's really the important thing. If you're not very strong in your right hand, if you you know, if your fingers aren't very strong and can't, you know, do the big, thick bass string thing, play with a pick. Nobody's going to care. And if they do, you tell them to email me. But one of the cool things about the pick or no pick debate is that Sting went from pick to no pick, and I'm a big Sting fan. But what's cool about that is, at least to me, is when he went from pick, he sort of turned his hand under and over. And everything now is underneath, which is pretty cool because I think it's more ergonomically correct. So he decided, hey, let's do this, and this actually works. This actually works great. I broke my finger minutes before going on stage at a big festival, and strangely enough, I didn't even think about using a pick. I certainly could have, but this is my sort of lead finger. I start all my stuff with the middle. This was at a 45-degree angle. I couldn't play with this that night. But while I was isolating this finger later in therapy, I ended up turning my hand over like Sting, and it worked beautifully. So now I have a different technique that I can use that I learned from having that downtime. So anyhow, my point is, for the pick, rock the pick. Rock the pick. Do it. Or don't. It's okay. Again, if you're playing music, if you're playing bass, if you're having fun, that's what it's all about. So again, just have fun. That's why we're here, right? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.